savoir-faire and carpe diem. Well, yeah, that's my philosophy, just like the Beatles, let it be.
Hello, this is Nowman Niswander with another blog, and I have to pay tribute to the Beatles. Well, they've been a huge inspiration for millions of us and for multiple generations now. I have to thank Paul McCartney and, of course, Adopt-A-Minefield. I was asked to be a media ambassador for the UN program called Adopt-A-Minefield in the early 2000s. That was a great experience. I did not have any idea that I was going to get to meet Paul McCartney twice. The first time I froze, though. I didn't know what to say except hello, and I was in a Hollywood press corps. But it was a great experience interviewing people, meeting people. And they also asked me to write about my experiences with the organization being a media ambassador, because I also attended an event in Coral Gables, Florida, which was kind of a landmine awareness event down there, and also did some local fundraisers in the Indianapolis area, including a concert that was mentioned actually on their Wikipedia page, which is pretty cool. And it featured a guitar player that had played with Jimi Hendrix in Indianapolis in the early 60s. A great experience, and I'm thankful to Paul McCartney and, of course, to John Lennon for being such an inspiration to inspire me to want to be a real peace activist, and then, being able to be a part of an organization with Paul McCartney, who was a Goodwill Ambassador. And I also have met Danny Harrison. His father, his music was such an inspiration as well from a spiritual perspective, and John from a peace and activism perspective. Of course, Paul just in so many different ways artistically, and Ringo, what a great sense of humor. And I really appreciate all of that, in addition to all the great music. And speaking of, the Get Back movie got expanded to a miniseries by director Peter Jackson, which will make its debut on the Disney Channel Thanksgiving weekend. So that should be an amazing piece of work. And Danny Harrison actually has said that he's seen all the footage that his dad is in and was very happy, very excited to see how great it was. And so looking forward to seeing that. This is a little tribute to the Beatles because of Get Back. Here it is, including a very interesting Beatles exhibition that I saw when I was in Tokyo, Japan. So, and more, including the Hollywood Walk of Fame. But here it is right now. Before I show the video, though, I do want to make a little bit of a plug. I'm going to be releasing something new musically. That's all that I'll say. There'll be more even later. But I'll let you know when that happens. It'll be content, including music, put it that way. And my music is available on Apple iTunes. Anything you can do to help with this work, including the Nowman Show, would be appreciated. I do have accounts with Venmo and PayPal. nowmanrightnow@gmail.com. You can reach me that way also with any questions or communication. Now, here is my tribute to the Beatles. Get Back and more.
Hello, this is Niswander. More Beatles. First of all, a trivia question that I will answer at the end. What are the words written on the mailbox slot of the original door from the Cavern Club in Liverpool? Yes, I have the answer at the end of this program, and you'll actually be able to see the door from the Cavern Club. It's from my own video archives. Check it out. Hello, this is Niswander, and I'm on the Hollywood Walk of Fame here on Vine Street in front of Capitol Records. Vine Street, not far from Hollywood Boulevard, between Yucca and Hollywood. I saw Jeff Lynne of Electric Light Orchestra get his star here, the ceremony. I was here for the whole thing, including hearing the tributes of Joe Walsh and Tom Petty. While waiting for the ceremony to take place, they were standing here, right here behind me, in this space. Danny and Olivia Harrison, the wife and son George Harrison, were here for that. And I have made a joke or comment about this before, that the Beatles did finally get together again, by the way, but they had to do it on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So, John Lennon, George Harrison, Ringo Starr, and of course Paul McCartney, all here together. Vine Street is part of the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And of course, I'm sure this had something to do with Paul, since he owns the rights, the copyrights, I should say, to Buddy Holly's catalog, so that he would be right next to Paul McCartney. But each one of these represents interesting stories of interesting people with interesting stories, and in most cases the actual people were here when the tributes happened and the stars were laid into the ground. This is Niswander from the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Vine Street in Hollywood.
And the answer to the trivia question, this is not here. I was privileged to see a temporary museum-like exhibition of Beatles memorabilia while visiting Tokyo, Japan. Until next time, this is Niswander.